Today's video, I am doing a fragrance haul. If you're interested, then just keep watching. Hi, my name is Ayesha from simplyayesha.com. Here on YouTube, I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So I have another fragrance haul. This is getting kind of ridiculous. I feel like I have gotten a lot of fragrances over the past like 2 or 3 months. So I think I'm done for a minute now. Like, don't hold me to that, but I think I'm done for a minute, you know, unless I get PR or something. But yeah, I do have quite a few fragrances to share with you all. Some of them I had actually ordered, like when I showed y'all my last haul, there were like 2 fragrances that I had already ordered. But at the time of filming, I was still waiting on them to come in. So these things have been spread out over like a month or so of purchases. Some of it is PR. When we get to PR items, I will definitely let you guys know, as I always do. So let's go ahead and get into these fragrances. So the first fragrance I have is my first fragrance from this brand, and this was 100% inspired by Marcy, aka Marcelina Teresa, aka Marshmello on Instagram, but this is her favorite brand. So the brand I'm talking about is Xnahilo, and I picked up Blue Talisman. Now, it's funny, Marcy has been telling me I need to try Xnahilo for so long, but we don't have it anywhere near me. And honestly, I kind of thought the fragrances didn't really sound like anything I would like. And so she said, I'm going to send you some samples. Well, I thought she forgot about sending me the samples, and I really wanted to try Blue Talisman. I saw Bloomingdale's was having a sale, and I just said, you know, F it. I purchased it blindly because I felt like if I didn't like it, my husband was gonna like it. And so right after that, she sent me the samples. And so yeah, now I have a bunch of Xnahilo samples. So thank you so much, Marcy, because I am making my way through those, and I already have some more on my wish list. But anyway, I ordered Blue Talisman blindly, and I really like it. So this is one of the fragrances that I have been waiting on when I filmed my last haul video that I was just tired of waiting on, and I went ahead and filmed the video without it. This fragrance is beautiful. It's a citrus fragrance, but it has this beautiful ginger note to it. I am a big lover of ginger. I think it just makes fragrances smell like spicy and awakening. So that was kind of the selling point for me for really wanting to order this fragrance. I think there's also some pear in this fragrance. It kind of smells like a juicy but watery pear in this fragrance. And some woodiness, kind of a marine kind of scent. Not marine as in salty sea air, but it's giving like blue fragrance type of scent. So to me, overall, this comes off as like a aquatic but fruity, zesty, slightly spicy scent, perfect for spring, summer. I do think it's 100% unisex. I was worried that this fragrance would be too masculine, but now that I have it, I don't think that. Now, I have worn this one time, so I don't have a full review for you guys, but I have worn this one once and really enjoyed wearing it. So again, that is Blue Talisman from Xnahilo. This next fragrance you may have seen if you follow me on Instagram. And just to let you guys know, I know not all of y'all are into Instagram, but I do post stuff on Instagram, and a lot of times I do first impressions over there. So if you are interested in seeing that kind of stuff, definitely check me out on Instagram. And if you do follow my Instagram, a few of these fragrances you may have already seen, but I like to also do them in a haul video because people like haul videos, and some people only watch haul videos. And so my haul videos are kind of a way for me to keep you guys abreast on what is in my collection. So the next fragrance that I have here is from Juliet Has a Gun, and this is Miami Shake. So this fragrance is beautiful. I've worn this one probably about 4 or 5 times now. I actually took it on vacation with me and I wore it there. This fragrance comes out to me like a strawberry kind of milkshake type of scent, but more watery than that. So I'm getting like berries. I feel like I'm picking up something like a cotton candy note. There may be some coconut in here, I'm not sure, but it kind of smells like a coconut milk as well, but all done in this very airy, slightly molecular woody way that Juliet Has a Gun all their perfumes basically have that same type of DNA. So although this is a sweet scent, because of the way it's done, it doesn't feel overwhelmingly sweet. To me, it doesn't smell juvenile. It's beautiful. And I really, really enjoy wearing this on vacation. And I can see myself reaching for this a lot more during the summer. Although I will say it's sweet enough that you could probably get away with this year round, because just smelling on the car, it smells kind of intensely sweet. But when you spray it on your body, it doesn't come off like too thick or anything like that. So to me, it does not become cloying. I took this with me to Mexico. It was very hot and I never felt like it was too much. I've also worn this in this Florida heat and humidity, and again, never felt like it was too much. So again, that is Miami Shake from Juliet Has a Gun. This next fragrance is from Christian Louboutin, and this is Laquir. So this is part of their new fetish line, I think it's called. And yeah, I love this. Again, this is one that was already on its way to me when I did my last haul video. And I did do a first impression of this on my Instagram. I think I actually uploaded it to YouTube Shorts as well, so I will link it for you guys. But this fragrance is a beautiful like peach and leather scent. The peach in here is there, but it's not like overly syrupy or overly sweet, but you can definitely pick up that fruitiness. But to me, this is more so of a leather scent than a peach scent. The leather here is very smooth. Maybe like suede or something. It doesn't smell like too animalic or anything like that, but it does smell like leather. It does have a little bit of spiciness to it, and even like a slight bit of smokiness to it. It's gorgeous in my opinion. I do think though, when you see like peach as the note, don't think of this as a peach fragrance. Think of this as a leather fragrance with some peach nuances. That's how I feel about it. It is really, really beautiful though. Definitely a sexy like nighttime fragrance. So if you're into leather fragrances, you should get your nose on this. If you don't know about leather fragrances or you haven't found one that you like, definitely try to sample this if you're interested, because it is very well done. It's very well balanced in my opinion, and it's a stunner. So again, that is Laquir, and I love the bottle. I didn't even mention it because I've talked about this fragrance already on Instagram, but look at this bottle, y'all. This is the top. So yeah, so this is the bottle, this is the top. I did see on the Christian Louboutin website that they had like some travel caps for these. So if you want to take this out of town with you, I think you could put the travel cap on. I won't be doing that, and I will not be taking this out of town with me. But you know, if that's something you want to do, you definitely could. But it is a gorgeous, like sexy nighttime scent. So again, that's Laquir from Christian Louboutin. This next fragrance has been on my wish list for so long. I'm saying so long, but it just came out maybe 6 months ago. So it's been on my wish list since it came out. But again, it's one of those fragrances I cannot smell in person. And it's hard to find samples of this particular brand unless you want to go on Mercari and pay an arm and a leg for a sample, which I hate doing. So I didn't want to do that. And I felt like it was just too risky of a blind buy. Fast forward to, I sold some fragrances on Mercari, and somebody had this fragrance for sale, and she is one of my followers, so thank you. Because of that, she gave me a great deal and I got it. So I still ended up blind buying it, but not for like regular retail price. So the fragrance I'm talking about is from Guerlain, and this is Pesh Mirage. So this fragrance is another peach fragrance, and honestly, this has been on my wish list forever. And when I got Laquir, and even before, I wondered how similar it would be to Pesh Mirage. And some of you guys asked me, but I couldn't give you an answer because I had not smelled Pesh Mirage. So now I do have it. So this is for research, but also because I really wanted it. This fragrance is another peach fragrance. To me, the peach in here, it smells juicy and ripe and fresh, like not overripe, but like a fresh, sweet peach. There's also some sort of floral in here. I don't know what it is. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know if it's mimosa, because it's reminding me of mimosa and cardamom from Jo Malone in that way, but I could be completely wrong, y'all. But there's a floral in here. So this is more of a fruity floral. There is a leather note or a suede note in this fragrance as well, but I have to say, I've worn this fragrance only one time, so take this with a grain of salt. But I have to say that on me, the leather did not come out too much. As the fragrance dried down, I got some of that leather, and it was a very smooth, very refined leather. But to me, overall, this is more of a fruity floral. So perfect for spring, summer, in my opinion. If you're scared of leather, don't let that scare you on this fragrance. Again, this is too expensive to blind buy, But if you are a blind buy baddie, as Miss Alexis says, then, you know, this is a much safer blind buy, in my opinion, than Laquir, because I feel like this is just an easier going scent. This fragrance kind of also gives me the vibe of a body care product or like a shampoo. It doesn't smell like shampoo, but if there was a shampoo that smelled like this, it wouldn't be extremely surprising. Like, it kind of has that shampoo vibe to it, but a very like luxurious, expensive shampoo, not your average herbal essences, but I like it. I really like it. I've only worn it one time, but I'm looking forward to wearing this more. And I'm glad that it doesn't smell too much like Laquir, because who needs two expensive fragrances that smell just alike? So again, that is Pesh Mirage from Guerlain. The next fragrance that I have is from Sniff, and this is Gentle Reminder. So this fragrance is another collaboration with Alex L, and this was actually sent to me from the brand. So thank you, Sniff. So this fragrance is beautiful. It is like a sweet, milky lavender scent. So lavender is in here, but it's very smooth. It's not that sharp kind of lavender that you may be used to in some male fragrances. This is a very smooth lavender. There smells like there's some vanilla in here. I'm not sure if pistachio is a note in this fragrance, but to me it smells kind of like there's a pistachio note in here as well. And it also kind of gives off this slight Play-Doh vibe, but not too much. It's very calming, very comforting. I love this fragrance. There's something addictive about this. If you have tried Heal the Way from Sniff, which is also a collaboration with Alex L, to me, this puts me in the same mindset. They don't smell alike, but this definitely smells like it could be a flanker to Heal the Way with a bit more like milky lavender to it. It is gorgeous, very easygoing. I've worn this probably twice, maybe 2 or 3 times, only to bed so far though. I haven't worn it out. But for me, it's one of those kind of scents that makes me just want to like cuddle up with a blanket and a mug of coffee or tea or something like that. It is beautiful, very relaxing. So again, that's Gentle Reminder from Sniff. Sniff also sent me another one that I have not opened yet. This is their newest one, and it's called, I'm probably saying it wrong, but I think it's called Sweet Tooth. I really should have looked this up beforehand, but yeah, when you see the spelling of it in my description box, you will understand why I'm so confused on how to pronounce it. But let me open it real quick. So here's the bottle, and you can see it's kind of like this pink and green gradient. It may be hard to tell on camera, but this fragrance, the promo images for it had some watermelon gummies on it. So I'm so excited. I can already smell it, y'all. I'm so excited for this. I love a good watermelon gummy, and that's what this smells like. It smells so good. So yeah, I'm getting like those little, I'm going to put a picture up, like watermelon gummy rings or the watermelon gummy wedges. I love those candies, and that's what this smells like. I'm getting the sugar, I'm getting the watermelon, I'm getting this juiciness to it. But it doesn't smell like extremely juvenile in my opinion. Like, it smells like a refined watermelon gummy, but a watermelon gummy nonetheless. This smells like it's gonna be a fun, fruity scent for the summer, for sure. I could definitely see myself wearing this. Yep. Theme park, yes. Grocery store, yes. To bed, yes. This makes me want some gummies, though. Yeah, that smells delicious. I can't wait to wear this. So thank you to Sniff. Again, that is Sweet Tooth from Sniff. This next fragrance that I have is from Thomas Cosmala, and this is Number 4 Candy. So this fragrance has been out a long time, and I have wanted it for at least a year. At the time when I bought Number 4 Neon, I had thought about purchasing this one as well, but I thought it may be too similar to Burberry Her. And so it's just always been in and out of my cart since then. But I decided to just go ahead and pull the trigger. I was making an order for something else and was like, you know what, just check out. It's been in your cart all this time, just check out. So that's what I did. And this fragrance is a berry, but airy, sweet type of scent. So if you smell Burberry Her, to me, it does smell similar to that, but more berry forward. It has a bit more fullness to it. It just smells more intense. I feel like there may be some sort of amber in this fragrance as well, but it's not like a heavy amber scent, but it definitely gives off like a amber berry, cotton candy-ish type smell. The maybe berry version of Baccarat Rouge, if you will. I hate to describe it like that because I just feel like so many fragrances have that Baccarat Rouge DNA, but this definitely gives that vibe off. But I really like it. I really, really like this. I haven't worn this one yet. I just got it actually yesterday. So this is only my second time smelling it. But I really do like this, and I feel like this is going to be perfect for the summer. I do have to wear this, but more than likely this is probably going to kick Burberry Her out of my collection because I hardly wear that fragrance anymore. And to me, this smells almost like a more intense, better version of that. So we shall see. But again, that's Thomas Cosmala No. 4 Candy. This next fragrance is from the brand NATO, and this is called Blonde Redhead. So this was sent to me from the brand, and they sent me a sample of this sometime last year, and I remember liking it, but at the time the brand was out. They were like sold out of the actual bottles of fragrance. So it's been a while since I smelled it, but I do remember liking it. So let's smell it again. I literally just opened the box to it. Okay. Yes, now I'm remembering. It's giving some sort of strawberry or raspberry cheesecake type of scent. So I'm getting like some sweetness, a little bit of a pastry vibe, but not too much. I'm getting some sort of berry fruit. I don't know if it's strawberry or raspberry, but it's coming off like, it's reminding me of those like Lifesavers that used to be like pink and white, like that creamy Lifesaver. I don't know if those are raspberry or strawberry, but that's the vibe it's giving. A slight bit of like milkiness to it, but not milky per se. Oh yeah, this smells really good. This feels like a very grown-up gourmand. A very grown-up gourmand. It's flirty, it's sweet, it's food-like, but not in a way that screams food. I really, really like this. It's definitely giving a cheesecake vibe, and I don't know how they did that, but it smells delicious, but wearable. I cannot wait to wear this, y'all. I'm so happy I got sent this because it's been such a long time since I smelled this, and the brand thought they had actually already sent this to me and I never got it. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it got lost in the mail, what. So they were under the impression that they already sent it to me, but I never got it. So I'm so happy that we crossed paths again and they sent this because it is gorgeous. Love this. So again, that is Blonde Redhead from NATO. This next fragrance is from Better World Fragrance House, and this is called Summer Mink. So if you haven't heard of this fragrance yet, it is a fragrance house by Drake, the rapper. He has this fragrance house, and I think previously he only had candles. I haven't smelled any candles yet, but based off this scent, I now want to smell some of the candles. So that's kind of a giveaway on how I feel about it. But yeah, he came out with his first, I believe, eau de parfum. It's available in Ulta, surprisingly, and it's not too expensive. So I actually blind bought this and did a first impression of it on my Instagram. And I will say, first impressions, I really, really like this. I've worn this one time, only for like maybe like 5 hours or so. I haven't done like an all day wear of it, but I really like it. So to me, the way this comes off is a citrusy scent that has a bit of an ambery undertone, a bit of a like cashmere vibe. Like it gives off that kind of warm, musky feeling, but at the same time, it's citrusy. I really enjoy it. To me, this smells like a niche fragrance. This does not smell like a celebrity scent. I don't know if I would count this as a celebrity scent because like I said, it seems like more legit than that. But it definitely smells unique. It doesn't smell like every other designer fragrance out there. It's beautiful. I love it. It reminds me of another fragrance by Sorador called Broceliande, which I happen to love. I'm not saying they smell alike. I'm saying they remind me of each other because they're both kind of that warm citrus that is not super common. So yeah, I do need to get to know this more, but as of right now, I'm very excited about having this and I feel like it's going to be perfect for the summer. So again, that's Summer Mink, and I love the name, by Better World Fragrance House. So speaking of Sorador, they actually sent me a fragrance too, and this is called Mandurle. Now this was popular when it first came out. I feel like it's been about 2 years since this has been out. I feel like this was probably the most popular fragrance from their line when the line was first released. So I finally have it. Thank you to Sorador for sending this over. So here is what the bottle looks like. And I have not worn this one yet. I have smelled it once, but I haven't worn it. So let's see. Okay, this is a like dark cherry leather woody type scent just off first sniff. The cherry in here smells very dark and sexy. Like there could be a little bit of almond in here as well. Yeah, like cherry almond mixed with suede and some spiciness. A little bit of smokiness is coming out too. This feels very sexy. This is a very sexy cherry. And even though it's cherry forward, I feel like, I don't know, I almost feel like it's more leather forward than cherry, or suede forward than cherry. This is beautiful. Very sexy type of scent, nighttime. I'm thinking like all black with red lips type of scent. This is beautiful. Wouldn't wear this during the daytime, especially not while it's hot. I could possibly get away with this in cold weather during the day, but this screams nighttime just off first sniff. Now, I haven't worn this, and technically it's second sniff. I said off first sniff, but technically second sniff. Haven't worn this, but I think this is going to work well for date nights when I'm feeling very bold, those type of date nights. Yeah, I love this. This is very sexy. If you like leather or suede and you like the ideal of suede with cherry, yeah. That's what this is giving off. I could be completely wrong, y'all. I wonder what the notes say, but that's what it smells like to me. Gorgeous. So again, that is Mandurle from Soradora. This next fragrance is from the brand Ojar, and this is called Solar Flare. So this fragrance has been on my radar for a couple months now as well, and I finally decided to break down and blind buy it. This fragrance I have not worn yet, and oh, that smells really good. So when I got this in, I ordered 2 fragrances, and this one was not as impressive to me as the other one. And so I kind of feel, because I smelled them both at the same time. And so I kind of felt like I was a little bit disappointed at first sniff. But now that I'm spraying it here in this haul video, I'm liking it more. So what I'm getting is a fruity floral, but there's something like cold and almost metallic smelling about it. I don't know how to explain that, but it's not a bad thing. It's just an interesting thing. It also smells like there could be like honey in here, but nothing too strong. But just off smelling it on paper, it comes off as a honeyed, fruity floral with this kind of cold metallic feel to it. It does smell warm and sunny, but not as warm and sunny as I would have thought based on the name Solar Flare. So I do have to reserve my judgment on this one until I actually wear it. I have one other fragrance from Ojar that I love, and that's Hallwood Kiss. So I have high hopes for this, and I'm not going to prejudge it off paper. I just will say that when I got it in, the other fragrance, which I guess I'll do next, kind of just blew me away at first sniff. And so when I smelled this one second, I was kind of like, yeah, all right. So I am hoping to wear this maybe sometime this week and see what I really think of it, because it's gotten good reviews. It smells like it would be a great fragrance for spring and summer, but there's something that's slightly not doing it for me in this fragrance right off, you know, first or second sniff. So again, that is Solar Flare from Ojar. So this next fragrance is the one that I was talking about that blew me away at first whiff. And I have to say I have not worn it yet, and we'll talk about it in a second. But this fragrance is from the brand Simone Andreoli, and this is called Tulum Junglescape. So this fragrance I ordered before I went to Mexico, and I was hoping it would get to me in time enough to take with me, because it's Tulum Junglescape. I didn't go to Tulum. I went to Playa del Carmen, but I was still like, you know, it fits the theme. And so I ordered this. It didn't come on time, so unfortunately I didn't take it. But when I came back from out of town, I did smell it and fell in love. However, I have not worn it yet. I let it sit down here in my office so that I could film it for this haul video. So let's go ahead and spray again and refresh myself. Okay, so this fragrance smells, I don't want to say it smells like the jungle, because I feel like the jungle will smell kind of disgusting, but it smells like what you would picture the jungle to look like. So it smells very green, but it also smells solar. It smells airy. It smells like it has rained. But it also kind of smells like there's some lime here and possibly a boozy note. So to me, it kind of gives off the vibe of like a summer drink that features lime and some sort of alcohol mixed with the idea of the jungle minus the animals, the ideal of the greenness of the jungle or a rainforest. It is very unique and I love it, y'all. I love it. It's kind of, I don't want to call it a weird fragrance, but I definitely don't think this would be for everybody, but I don't know. I've been having a moment with green fragrances and this falls into it. So to me, this fragrance does remind me of Tulum in a way. I haven't been to Tulum in a long time. And when I went, it wasn't like what it is today. So today, whenever I think of Tulum, I think of like a lot of natural stone, a lot of greenery, chill vibes. But then on the other hand, now you have party vibes in Tulum as well. So this kind of reminds me of that whole scene because you got the party from the lime cocktail in here, but then you also have the green rainforest type of scent. It is really beautiful and I cannot wait to wear this. I think this is going to work well for summer, especially like on rainy days, but also like if I'm going out, it's just really unique, very different, not a safe blind buy, but I am so excited to put this on my skin and see how it works out. So again, that is Tulum Junglescape from Simone Andreoli. This next fragrance is from Dre Van Noten and this is called Sur Ma Peau. Now, I don't know if y'all can tell, but this is a huge bottle. What size is this? Let me look at the box. So it is 6.8 ounces, 200 mls. Huge, right? This is one of their eau de toilettes. So it costs a little bit less than the regular line, but you get a ton. But it is an eau de toilette, not an eau de parfum. But I really wanted to try this fragrance. It's been on my wish list now for probably about 4 or 5 months and I decided to just go ahead and get it and I'm not disappointed, y'all. So I think this one, yeah, it says bergamot and vanilla on this fragrance. Like those are the key notes they want you to focus on. And to me, when I saw that, I didn't know if it was going to be like a citrusy vanilla. Like bergamot to me, I've smelled an actual bergamot fruit. And to me, it kind of smells like a mixture between a lime and a lemon, right? So I didn't know if it would just kind of come off smelling like a lemon gourmand. And that's one reason that it stayed on my wish list for so long. Is because I just wasn't sure that it was going to do enough for me. I am happy to say that this fragrance doesn't smell like the average like lemon gourmand. So yes, vanilla is here, but the vanilla here is not really sweet. It is more of a spicy vanilla. And then the bergamot to me is giving it a bit of citrus, but to me, it almost smells like it could be like orange blossom or something. It doesn't smell like what I typically associate with the smell of bergamot. It also smells a little bit green, but it also smells very watery, which I love because when I spray this on my skin, it just smells like refreshing, but also not a boring basic citrus. Love it. It has a slight bit of powderiness to it and a bit of muskiness to it as well. But there's just this watery feel to it that I really, really enjoy. This is beautiful. It's much more unique than I thought it would be. And it's more unique than what the notes say. So if it sounds interesting to you, maybe try to smell it. It is expensive for an eau de toilette, but I feel like they priced it very fairly compared to their other fragrances because you get so much of it. And so I don't mind overspraying this. I don't mind like respraying it because I have 200 mls. Like I'm never going to run out. It is gorgeous though. So again, that is Sur Ma Peau from Dre Van Noten. So y'all, I know this video is getting extremely long. I have 2 more fragrances, but I've decided that what I'm going to do is save one of them. So I have 2 fragrances that just came today from the brand Blendergraphy. And one of them I'm going to open on camera with you all and give you my first impression. The other one I am going to take to the gram and give them my first impressions. I'll tell you the names of both. And we'll open one now and smell it. And then for the other one, you're going to have to go to the gram if you want to see it. But I will tell you the name of it. And I'm sure if you just refuse to watch it on Instagram or you refuse to go on Instagram, that's fine. You will see it on my channel again, y'all. So no worries. But I just felt like that would be fun. And because this video is getting extremely long, I feel like that's a good idea for me to do. So this is the first one. And like I said, it's from the brand Blendergraphy. And I've heard Marcy, same Marcy I was talking about earlier, I heard her talk about this brand. So she kind of put them on the map for me. And then lately I've come across them and read the notes and they just sound so interesting. All of their fragrances are meant to smell like some sort of cocktail. Maybe not like a real cocktail that you would have tasted before, but they're all like cocktail inspired, I guess. So this first one is Patchouli Mojito. And let's open it up. So look at this box, y'all. This thing is huge. And it's a real wood box. Oh my gosh. I've never seen anybody open these, but here's a shaker. Okay. I'm liking the packaging so far. Like they went all in on the theme. All right, so inside the shaker, we have the fragrance. That is so cool. I'm impressed already just by the attention to detail with the packaging. Like if we're gonna go cocktail inspired, let's really go cocktail inspired. I'm here for it. All right, so here is what the bottle looks like. And I really like the bottles. I like them more in person than I did online. Even though I like them online, but I really like them in person. I love the like frosted nature of them. And the top, I don't think it's real stone, but it definitely gives off that impression. So let's smell this one. Again, it's called Patchouli Mojito. Okay, I'm definitely getting the mint. I'm getting something like fizzy, kind of comes off like a seltzer, like a mint and seltzer type deal. As this fragrance continues to dry, I'm getting a little patchouli, not too much though, but it's definitely giving an earthiness. So I'm getting like mint, a seltzer, some earthiness, and that's all for now. So I know I probably cut out a lot of the sniffing on this because y'all, when I do these videos and it's my first time smelling stuff, sometimes I need to sniff stuff a little bit longer, and you don't need to sit there and watch me sniff for like 5 minutes. So it's been about probably like 3 minutes since I sprayed this on. And like I said, I'm still getting the same stuff. So like a mint that is minty for sure, but it doesn't smell like toothpaste. It smells almost like spearmint gum. And then I'm getting a fizziness, like what would remind me of like a seltzer, of a tonic or a tonic water or something like that. And then patchouli is definitely prominent, but it's not a heavy, super dark patchouli. It just smells more earthy. I like this. In a way, it smells soothing. I don't know why. Like when I think about a mojito, I think about tropical, fun stuff, you know? This doesn't smell like that to me. This smells like soothing, like a good rainy day type of scent. Definitely still something I could wear during the summer, but it doesn't put me in that party type of mindset. This is very interesting. I knew it would be interesting just based off the notes when I read them, and I didn't know how I was gonna like it. I knew it would be a risky blind buy, and the next one I'm gonna show you is actually probably the less risky out of the two, but I knew this one would be risky, but I'm a fan. It's interesting. I can't wait to see how this does on my skin. Again, not gonna be for everybody, but if you like the smell of spearmint gum and you like a little patchouli, then I think you'll like this. So again, that is Patchouli Mojito from Blendergraphy. And then the other fragrance that I picked up from Blendergraphy is called Santal Painkiller. And this is the one that I figured I would love. And this is the one that I'm going to save my first impression for to put on Instagram. But just as a little teaser, I'll tell y'all the notes because they have them on the back. So top notes of cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg. Heart notes of plum, pineapple, and coconut. And base notes of Iso E Super, Ambroxan, rum, and smoked wood. Now, if that don't sound like me, I don't know what does, okay? So I'm excited to try this one too. Sorry that I'm teasing y'all here, but it is what it is. This was a long enough video. So let me know if you've tried any of these fragrances. I am super happy and super excited to like actually wear these and get to know them. I don't know where I'm gonna put them because I'm out of space, y'all. I'm out of space. So yeah, we're trying to figure that out, but I am excited to have them. And I think most of them are gonna work really well for this summer. So I think I'm done buying for now because I feel like I went ahead and bought a lot of summer scents. And so I think I'm good for the season. Let me know if you've tried any of these fragrances. What do you think of them? Are any on your wish list? Any of them you wanna know more about? Let me know. I know I'm not doing a bunch of single fragrance reviews anymore. Like I just don't have time for that, nor do I really feel like doing that. And also you guys don't really seem to like those, even though you say you do, people don't actually watch them. So I know I'm not doing a lot of those, but still if there's something you want to know more about, let me know, because whenever y'all do that, I do think about it when I'm including it in other videos to kind of talk more about it, or if I talk about it like on my Instagram stories or something. It just kind of lets me know what fragrances you guys are interested in. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I upload weekly, so make sure you have that notification bell on so that you don't miss a video from me. Also, I will have all the links to all the fragrances that I mentioned in the description box below, along with any discount codes that I may have, so make sure you check that out. And down there I'll have links to everywhere else you can find me, so my website, my Instagram, and my TikTok, which I don't really post on TikTok these days, but you can find all that down in the description box as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.